There were no representatives of myself in Hollywood for me to ask questions or mentor me, or it's called you're on your own, kid. Get out there and fight the battle.
Every time I ever saw it, it just always surprised me of how good the show was and how balanced and how excited the audience got because they saw something real good that night.
She broke down doors for our generation. She always taught me, if they won't let you in the front door, there's a way around, and it's your job to find it. Get up, stop complaining, stop crying. Go shopping if necessary. She has always remembered who she was as an African-American woman.
Diahann Carroll and a number of us had the responsibility of determining and committing ourselves to how we would be exploited by the Hollywood and the show business industry. And certainly in the forefront of those selections was Diahann Carroll.
I won't call it racism, I will call it innocence. So many people knew nothing about black people at all. They didn't even sit with them here in California on a train or a bus. Everyone got into their non-integrated lifestyles and lived them, and then they went to work. So all of a sudden I appeared at 20th Century Fox and NBC, and it was, what do we do with her?
Through a storm and out of a storm, and pretty soon it rains again. Only takes a half a day to be 1,000 miles away. It only takes a half a day to be 1,000 miles away, away. Come on, away. Chicago, Chicago, too far away, too far away. Hey, on a Chicago train.
If there is a criteria for a legend, I mean, she probably meets every criteria there is, and some.
To have that foundation of the theater experience, when you finally do television or do films, you really know what you're doing. It becomes a real performance, something that's remembered. It's not forgotten.
Why are you apologizing for his rudeness?
Didn't even want to come, and I insisted, and then she wanted to go home.
Here was a woman who was on the rise in her film career, who had decided to walk into this new industrial monster called television.
I had never seen Julia on camera or on film before, but I was quite young. So the image of what I thought was correct, I mean, who else were they going to turn to?
No, never.
Not Ann with Daddy?
No, dear.
Mrs. Wagadorn takes that with Mr. Wagadorn.
She took her role as a role model very seriously. When she was doing Julia, she had a black psychologist on the payroll to make sure that every script was appropriate and accurate and respectful. She has never accepted a role that she considered demeaning.
I guess I didn't love my children, right? Because I wanted them to live.
Yeah, so you told us to be afraid, right?
You better be afraid. You better be afraid. That world out there will kill you.
And what makes Diahann so enormously attractive is not just that remarkable beauty she possesses biologically, but to listen to her mind, is to see her become fiery.
Retract this or I'll cram it down your throat.
And at the same time, the capacity to be terribly feminine and yielding when the appropriate moments makes those kind of demands. She is something to behold.
You had a great feeling about the Four Clovers. Great feeling about the Esquires. And when they made it big, what happened? What happened? They left you. They left us.
Oh, she's absolutely gorgeous. She's haunting, actually, when you see her, She just sings beautiful and performs so well that you just get hypnotized by her performance.
The quintessential Hollywood movie star. She was it for us. She was it.
She's got this sort of warrior woman spirit that makes you stand at attention. It's not pretty, it's real beauty, which is something that comes, it's a gift that's from the beyond, almost.
Diahann is one of a kind, and I admire very much the way in which she handled her life, the way in which she handled all the challenges that have been thrown at her. Whenever she hits the water, she comes in well above the waves.